What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's video. Now we're going to be working back on the Mini Cooper S. To be honest, I've had a bit of a nightmare. If you'd have watched the last video on the Mini Cooper, I did buy a second-hand exhaust. It turned out to be in worse condition than the one that was on the car, so we move on from that. Now, whilst filming the video for the Mini Cooper S, I did find one. It was the other end of the country. Anyway, look, cut a long story short, I was supposed to have a family member to go and pick it up. The day before we was due to pick it up, the guy lets me down. So back to the drawing board I went, jumped on Facebook, the marketplace. They're very hard to come by, especially a used R53 Mini Cooper S exhaust. They're so hard to come by. And the ones that are available, they're the other end of the country. Anyway, I found a guy in Littlehampton, which is sort of 2 hours from where I am. A guy breaking the car. He had an exhaust. It was a stainless steel. He wanted £100 for it. So I jumped on the motorway after work yesterday, drove 2 hours down to Littlehampton, picked the exhaust up, and by the time I got back, it must have been sort of at 11 o'clock last night. If you follow my Instagram, you'll see that I put a picture on my story that I was out collecting parts. If you're not following the Instagram, do go and check it out. I'll put a link down below and you can go and check that out. But this is the exhaust that we got. It is a stainless steel exhaust system. It's obviously an aftermarket one. It's got 3-inch exhaust tips. They are slightly bigger than the standard ones. It's got the 2 back boxes either side. Now, interestingly enough, the guy did say that it's a non-resonated system, which means obviously it's louder. He said you can buy a centre section to quieten it down. The standard exhaust that did come off of the car didn't have any sort of box there. Similar to here, it had 2 boxes either side. So obviously I'm going to put it on the car, and if it makes a bit of noise, great, because I'm going to drive this car for a little bit just to make sure that it all runs perfect, it runs spot on before I come to sell it, so I know that it is in good working order anyway. Now, also, I went to a paint shop yesterday as well to pick up some paint, because I'm going to be painting the front and rear bumper. I'll show you here, actually. It's all sort of marked it there, as you can see. So we need to paint that. Now, obviously, I'm no painter. I get Matt at the body shop to paint. I am on a bit of a tight budget in regards to this car, so that's why I'm going to have a go at doing it myself. If I F it up, then it will be going up to the body shop, but I do want to have a go at doing it myself. I'll show you the paint that I've got. Again, Rob from Salvage Rebuilds UK, he did a video at this paint shop. It's not too far from where I work, so I picked up 2 cans of that, and we picked up 2 cans of lacquer there, and I picked up some Scotch pads as well. That all come to around £60. So yeah, we've now got all the paint. We've got the Scotch pads just to take the shine off the bumper. Now I've made a little bench sort of thing to prep the bumper and get it sprayed. I think it's pretty cool. Just cut a bit of wood. I mean, I'm no carpenter, but you know, that will certainly do the job for what I need it for. And then obviously I can unscrew it and put it away after I've finished. Now, if any of you guys want one, do hit me up. I'm joking, I'm not selling them. It took me an hour to make that, so, but yeah, that's a cool little bench there to, you know, do the spraying on anyway. So what we're going to do is I'm going to scotch the what is that? That's a bumper. I'm going to scotch the bumper. I'm going to get all. I've started already, as you can see there. So I'm going to get all the lacquer, the shine off of it. Obviously, I need to get some tack rags to, and obviously I'm going to give it a wash as well. I'm going to prep the bumper. I need to get the bumper off the front off. We need to get that prepped as well. And obviously, I need to get this exhaust on. So yeah, there's going to be a lot done in this video. was a little high spot there, a little paint crack. So I've got a more abrasive pad, sanded that back. What else have I done? Let's turn that down. I've cleaned the bumper. Also got a tack rag. Went over it with a tack rag. So that's the current state of it. So what I'm going to do is set it up, and then we're going to start spraying. We're going to put a first coat on. So I've now given it 2 coats, 2 light coats. What I'm going to do is get the torch, and we're going to assess. I've let it dry for 20 minutes or so. Obviously I'm not going to spray anymore until it's set. Right. Pretty impressed. There was that little mark there which is showing up. You can see that in the light there. See that? Anyway, not bad for a first attempt. I know I probably shouldn't be walking around creating dust, but there's a little mark there. I mean, I'm not going, you know, filling it in and, you know, going too mad on it, but there's a little mark there as well. You see that there. But, you know, just wanted to give it a fresh coat of paint. What do you reckon? That's pretty good. Right, so while that's doing what it needs to do, we are going to get the exhaust system, which is there, onto the car. Let's do this. Also, I need to fix this heat shield on somehow. Oh, it's right off that. I need to somehow get that onto there. Take that bolt off and then put a bigger washer on there maybe. So let's do that. So what I've done here is I've put some washers on, and that's sort of held it in place. So I'm happy with that. Right, let's get this exhaust on. New gasket, go under there, get it bolted up, and we can get it started. I'll leave you there a second. Right guys, now before we start the car, I just want to show you the bumper. I've lacquered it and I've wet sanded it. See, it does need going over. It needs to be wiped down still. There's a little bit of orange peel. I'm reasonably impressed with it. It's a little bit on that side there, it's still a bit sort of orange peely. You see that? Look at that, eh? It's not bad for our first attempt. Very happy with that. Oh dear. Now I'm going to jack the car down, and then I just need to do exhaust this slightly to one side, so I'm just going to alter that slightly, and then I can get the car down, and then we can start it up and listen to it. So Right, so we're going to start the car now. Taking the bumper off, I'm just cutting it back with some cutting compound, just to sort of get rid of them high spots and then fine scratches. Just need to wipe that off and then see how that comes out. But for now, we're gonna start this car up, see what it sounds like. Well, it certainly sounds different to the standard exhaust. That is cool. I like that. What do you guys think? Do you like that? Bit loud? I think it sounds nice, but not to everyone's taste. I mean, I didn't go out purposely looking to get a loud exhaust, but it is what it is. I want to get this bumper fitted before I finish this video, so I'm just gonna crack on with that. I might put on a bit of time lapse, and then hopefully we can get. Hopefully it's good enough to then put back on the car, and then we need to make a start with the front bumper. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's carry on with this. Right guys, so we've now got the bumper back on, all secured in place. I've tried to straighten that exhaust up as best I can. I think I'm going to have to undo the clamp on the middle bit and just try and sort of wiggle that up. It's not sitting straight. I did notice there's you can adjust it there, so I might see what that does, but we're not going to worry about that for now. But the back of the car is all complete. I'm very happy with how it's come out. New boot lid, bumper and the exhaust transforms that back end of the car, so I'm very pleased with how that's come out. So we still need to take the front bumper off, get that all prepped. Now I want to get this out tomorrow when there's daylight, like I said, and then I can properly assess the bumper, properly see how well it has come out. We can give it a little blast up and down. But before I get the car out, I do need to have a bit of a tidy up. So I'll do that in the morning anyway. But guys, I'm going to wrap this video up there. I'll be back working on the van tomorrow. So that'll be a separate video. I want to get the turbo off, check the breather pipes and just sort of process of elimination. But that's going to be in the next video. And then we'll get back onto the Mini Cooper next week. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I've certainly enjoyed making the video. It's been a very productive one. Don't forget, if you have liked the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. If you're new, do consider to subscribe to the channel. Click the bell notification. That'll notify you when I next upload a video. But until next time, guys, take it easy. I will catch you guys soon. Peace.